Hi, I'm Dr. Hagmeyer. I want to welcome you to our website. Maybe you're looking online right now because you're frustrated. Maybe you suspect that you have some sort of female hormone imbalance that's causing endometriosis or fibroids, PCOS, and you're really just looking for some answers. You probably have some concerns and fears about hormones, and so you're searching for more of a natural approach to just restoring and rebalancing those hormones. Maybe you've been receiving treatment and care from another doctor's office and it's really just not working like you were hoping it was going to, and you're thinking that something is missing in your treatment. Maybe you went to a specialist who really never even tested your hormones, but instead they just began putting you on hormones, began dumping all these hormones in your system. And now you're looking for obviously an approach that is just very, very different than just guessing about what's potentially causing your problem. That's really why I put this video together. I really wanted you to have that information so that you can make a more informed choice about the type of care that you really need and the care that would really be the most beneficial to you, okay? Either way, I want you to know that most importantly that you have come to the right place, okay? Now, along the right side of this page, you're going to see a box with a space for your name and email. I've actually put together a free guide for women who are really just searching for some answers. And let me go through a list of just different problems that indicate you have a hormonal imbalance and really why you want to get this guide. It's completely a free guide and it'll be just of tremendous value to you. But here is really why you should get this guide, okay? Number one is that you have an autoimmune disease. Maybe you have a thyroid problem. Maybe you have irritable bowel syndrome. Maybe you suspect that you have a gluten sensitivity. Maybe you suffer with lupus or MS, okay? Maybe you have fatigue, tenderness, nodules in the breast tissue. Maybe you have depression, irritability, anxiety. Maybe despite how much time you're spending in the gym, all right, no matter how much you're doing from a dietary standpoint, you still continue to gain weight. Maybe you have a menstrual cycle that is irregular or it's long, accompanied by just cramping and heavy bleeding, and you just find yourself really emotional and just wanting to cry over things that normally wouldn't affect you. Maybe you're in your late 40s and you're experiencing hot flashes, a loss of sex drive, maybe hair loss. Well, I can tell you that after working with hundreds of women, I have yet to find a woman who doesn't suffer with chronic fatigue syndrome, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, mood swings, that doesn't also have problems with different hormones in your body. Now, even if your hormones have been tested and your doctor said that they were normal, but you experience all those symptoms that we just talked about, they may not be normal, okay? This may not be the case, okay? Normal does not necessarily mean optimal, okay? Normal means average, okay? That's really what normal ranges are. They're nothing more than averages. And so often it means that you're not quite as sick as maybe the next person, but it doesn't mean that, again, that your normal range is optimal for you. And that's really important. That's a very, very important distinction. And that's what we're all about here in our office. You know, our office is really about treating the individual, all right? We realize that each person who comes to us is different. Each one has a different biochemistry, you know, different stress hormones, different day-to-day interactions. And this is why each woman that we work with, we take a little bit of a different approach with each and every one of them, okay? Now, like I've said, I put together this free guide. And in this guide, it's going to go into more about our approach, really what we look at, some of the things we test, and really how we partner with you and work with you to restore your health, okay? But here's what you need to understand, okay? To really correct a hormonal imbalance and really just get your life back, you really sometimes need to take a step back and you really need to understand that this is much more than just a hormonal imbalance, okay? There's a lot more that's really just going on here than maybe what you think, okay? Restoring your hormones is a whole lot more than just simply taking estrogen or progesterone or thyroid hormone and then hoping for the best, okay? There are many different aspects of your health, and these are the things that really are affecting your hormone imbalance. So not only do we look at hormones like estrogen and progesterone and testosterone and DHEA and cortisol, we're also going to look at things like toxins within the body. We're going to look at your adrenal glands. We're going to look at the health of liver functioning and just the efficiency it has at clearing and recycling many of these hormones. We're going to look at your diet because many of the foods that you eat are actually contributing and causing nutrient depletions. We also test for food sensitivity. We look at things like autoimmunity. We obviously test for vitamin D deficiencies. But along with vitamin D deficiencies, if you do have a vitamin D deficiency, realize that you're probably not only vitamin D deficient, you're probably deficient in many other different types of vitamins. And we actually test for that. We test obviously for the adrenal glands, which we just talked about. These are your stress handling glands. We look at neurotransmitters, and these are the chemicals that are made by the brain and your nerve system. And these are the things, these neurotransmitters are also very powerful in terms of how they exert their influence on brain chemistry. And so if you're experiencing a lot of that brain fog and memory problems and confusion and headaches and irritability, this is an area that really needs to be understood a whole lot better, okay? Now, these are just a few of the things that I mentioned, but if what I've just made sense, again, request that free guide by filling out your name and your email. We'll email you that free guide in just a few minutes. It'll be in an attachment, so you'll just have to click on that attachment. It'll be what we call a PDF. It'll open up, and in just minutes you'll actually have that guide and that report, understanding just a whole lot more about what we do, okay? Now, you should receive that in your email in just a few minutes. If after reading that you still have some questions, or you want to know a little bit more about what we do, at that point in time, give our office a call. You can set up a free phone consultation. We do offer free 50-minute phone consultations on a very limited basis. And that's just something that, again, might be of just tremendous value to you in terms of getting to the answer and getting the solutions that you really need to get well. Well, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Dr. Hagmeyer. I hope you enjoy reading my free guide. And again, if you have any questions after you read it, give us a call. We would love to help you just get your life back and just figure out what's going on and help you enjoy life to its fullest. Okay? Take care.